guys, it's Mina. Welcome back to another beautiful day in the garden. We've been doing a lot of the paint grenades, which I want to show you the groovy one we just did because it turned out awesome. Move this out of the way for a minute. I'll show you this one. This is our groovy paint grenade with the burnt orange and the fire opal and the metallic cobalt blue. Came out really, really pretty. I like the marbling. I wish I had done just a tiny bit less, but then on the other hand, I love this area where it brought that Naples yellow out to the surface and really gave it a lot of life and a lot of movement. So that's our groovy paint grenade, which was so much fun. And thank you to Jeremy Massey from Massey Art Studios for that awesome technique. Okay, so we have been doing paint grenades, which the precursor to the paint grenade is the flip cup. So what we're going to play with today is a triple flip cup, and we're going to do it on this 18-inch wooden round. And I wanted to talk about something real quick. In the groovy paint grenade, I used the fire opal from Folk Art Treasure Gold all by itself, and I didn't add anything to it. I didn't mix it with any other color. Today we are using that Folk Art Treasure Gold, but I have mixed it with a little bit of Vermillion, and the reason being because this is pretty sheer by itself. It's kind of a transparent, so there's not a lot of opacity to it. And by adding a solid opaque color to it, or a semi-opaque, at least you can see this little square that's half filled in, the semi-opaque gives it some more opacity so that it's not so sheer. Because that one, there's some parts of it where the fire opal were there and it was really beautiful, but it was kind of sheer. So to have that not happen, I have added the Vermillion to it. And given the price of the Treasure Gold ones, I highly recommend this is a great way to stretch out the amount of paint that you use, because you can put something like a Liquitex Basics in there with it and to give it some more opacity and use less of the Treasured Gold but still get that pretty sparkly effect from it. So this first one is Vermillion with the fire opal, which I really, really like. Paint's not too thick today. It is really hot here, so I've mixed it with my Liquitex Gloss Medium and some GAC 800 and the Floetrol. And the GAC 800 is nice because it really helps everything dry with more of a shine than it does even the Liquitex Gloss Medium alone is shiny, but with the GAC it gives it another layer of shine, which I really like. I can even see it shinier in the cups. This one is Napthol Red from Liquitex Basics. Nice and not too thick, leaving a mound and then melting into itself. I also have Amsterdam Titanium White mixed with a tiny bit of silver in there. Not very, very visible, but I could see it. I also have some 24 karat gold, and I have Liquitex Basics Cadmium Red Deep, which is a beautiful color, really nice. I always want lipstick this color. I also have Liquitex Basics Pthalo Blue. Not a whole lot of that left. We just did a pour that you guys will see in our 4th of July parade, which is going to be a lot of fun. That's
the 4th of July?
No, not the 4th of July, parade. So that's going to be Sunday, July 4th. It's going to be awesome. I'll give you more information on that soon. This one is Cerulean Blue from Golden. Beautiful, beautiful color. Okay, I think that's everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3. Tonight, instead of doing a paint grenade, HOA had actually asked me what's the difference between a flip cup and a paint grenade. So the paint grenade, when you pull the pin, you're sort of letting the paint act like it's in an open cup and you're guiding it around and moving it around. Whereas with the flip and lip, which is what I want to do tonight, you flip it over and then you drag the lip through it. So we're going to layer 3 small cups for our flip and lip on this 18-inch wood round. I got these on Amazon. It's a 1/2 inch thick. I think they come in packs of 5 or 10, but they work out to about $8 a piece. So I have taped the back of that, by the way. And I'm going to put a little bit of paint underneath it just to keep it from sliding around. Let's start with a little bit of gold. I don't want to put white in the bottom because that always leaves like this kind of weird haze on everything that I don't really like all the time. Okay, now we need a little bit more. Now it has more. Okay, and we're going to put some of our Napthol Red in there. Okay, and we're just going to go right into our Pthalo Blue. Okay, and we're going to put a little bit of white on top of that. Let's actually put a thicker layer of the white. so it shows up. Okay, now we're going to come back to our cadmium red. And put some of that cerulean blue in now. A little bit of white. Are you getting red, white, and blue vibes? Gotta put some gold in there. And we're going to put some of that fire opal in. The vermilion fire opal. There's so many words in this pour that I love. Vermillion, cerulean. Okay, let's put a little bit more white. Actually, no. Let's go back to our cadmium red. See if we can get one more layer of blue in there on each of them. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. All right, I think those are pretty cool. Alrighty, so let's bring this over. I'm just going to put a little bit of my white down on here. See if there's any white left. I have taped the back of this also. And this paint, what it does is it acts like a lovely layer of glue to help your, in this case, our wood panel from sliding around. Now, the trick is to get it back centered in the right place. That's pretty good. Okay, so we're going to take some gold, and I'm just going to pour what's left in this cup out on here. And I am actually going to spread that out. I'm going to get my hand off first. I'm going to get my spatula all dirty. So several of you have asked me about gesso. If the wood grain on this was very visible, then gesso might be a good idea, but these are actually very smooth, so I'm fine with a little bit of paint on there. And you see that is just a little bit, but you do want to put down a layer of something. Just see because how it's like soaking it in. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, wipe that off. So we're just going to go kind of close to the center. 1, 2, 3. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness? Let's start over here.
Okay.
Here we go. Here's our first cup. Flip that onto there. And we're going to do another one. Ready? Flip. And then our last one. It's probably going to be way too much paint, but that's okay. Flip. Okay. Just going to give those a second. So with the paint grenade now, these would actually have a pin sticking in, we would pull the paint. But this time I'm just gonna pick the cup straight up.
You could also poke it with a pin. And
yeah, but I wanna see what the flippin' lip is, the difference, if there's a difference. So, are you ready? We're gonna do this one first.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of scoot it over here a little bit, and we're gonna lift it up. And then we're gonna use the lip of the cup and float through there. That's pretty good. So that's a flippin' lip. Okay, now this one. You ready? Ooh, it's going. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of paint on here. Ready? Okay. So, I'm not gonna spin that because it'll go crazy. Make a huge mess. I'm gonna tilt it out a little bit first to see what we like. Kind of go that way a little bit and go off the edge. And go back this way and go off the edge. Down this way. A little bit off the edge too. That's pretty cool looking. What do you think, HOA?
Yeah.
I like it. Let's give this a quick torch. This probably could use a spin to get a little bit of the paint off, but since I have put GAC 800 in there and since it's not that thick, I'm actually not going to spin it out because I like the composition the way that it is. But I really like the composition. I love this blue. I love the gold right there. I like the fire opal. I like the little pops of red. I love these lines in here. There's some really pretty cells. I think we're probably going to get some more cells. But this is kind of awesome. I like how this one looks. So this is all finished. I will show you guys when it's dry. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I'll be right back.
Cool.
Okay, so it's not dry yet, but I did want to show it to you guys because it hasn't changed at all. But it's getting there, but there's some really beautiful details in here. I really, really like that flip and lip technique. The lip part gives us these beautiful multi-layered lines that are so pretty. I got some great cells in there, but like up here, here's more of the lines from the lipping part, which is just really, really pretty to me. Very, very cool. I really like this one. This reminds me of rainbows. So this is going to be our triple flip and lip rainbow pour. I will show you when it's completely dry in the next video on Friday, but I did want to show you this one. Thank you so much for being here with us. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.